Okay, brunch lovers, this one is for you. Moxies DC is serving up elevated weekend favorites with a fun, high-energy atmosphere. And joining us now to show us how to make one of their standout menu items is Executive Chef Brandon Thorderson. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Of course. Okay, first of all, viewers can't smell it in here, but it smells incredible. Can't wait to talk about that. But tell us more about Moxies. When did you guys open?
Yeah, so we opened in December of last year on the corner of L and 20th in the L apartment building. Yeah, we're new to town. We're open for lunch, brunch, happy hour, dinner, and late night. And you know, the good thing about us is you can get food up until we close, which on some days is 1 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So you can come in and get a full menu, a steak at 12:30 in the morning if you want. So we feel like that's the winning recipe here in DC.
Yeah,
so.
we love that in DC, a good little late night food place. How would you describe the vibe in there?
It's just like a lively, lively atmosphere, beautiful room, lots of wood, hardwood floors, really nice sound system. The lounge has 30-foot vaulted ceilings.
Nice,
Yeah, windows from floor to ceiling. Like it's beautiful.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, everyone needs to come out and check it out.
Yeah.
What are we making today?
So we're gonna make a brunch item, one of my favorites. So I've got a couple items displayed here. I'm gonna get you to make it.
All right.
So we're gonna make the Crown Royal brown sugar sauce. So if you want to take about 4 or 5 knobs of butter and throw it in that pan.
Let's get the butter. There's one. I'll grab some more.
Yeah.
All right.
And I like lots of sauce, so that's great. And then put in half of that sugar.
I'll do that. I love this. Is so fun.
So this is a caramelization of butter and sugar. We'll just cook that off together.
Cook it up. Smelling even more amazing while we're cooking that.
Yeah. And once it starts to melt, we'll hit it with the Crown Royal, and we'll hit it with the maple syrup.
Wow.
And then we'll pour it all over that French toast.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the trick. You're lifting it off the heated. Because sometimes I just turn it down. But if you lift it off, then it's
lift it off. I just didn't like the sound it was making.
Oh, that too.
So I'm gonna hit this. Stand back. I don't want to scald you.
All right. There we go.
So if we were on open flame, that would flame up and look really pretty.
Really exciting. All right.
Do that here. And then now, if you want to throw in some strawberries.
I can do that.
As many as you want.
Oh, all right. I like a lot.
And I'll add a bit of this maple syrup. So there's either my opinion, two types of brunch guests. There's a savory one that likes, your bacon and eggs or your artisan sandwich, or there's the sweet one. Like my wife would be a sweet one, and I'd be more like, give me the big breakfast.
And then do you share? Are you like, let me have a bite of yours, let me have a little of yours?
We're married, we share everything.
Okay, yeah, that's how it works. That's what my husband and I do too. One gets savory, one gets sweet, and we share.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour this on top.
Okay.
So we will just pour that nice Crown Royal maple butter sauce right over top like that.
That's how you do it.
And if you come into Moxies, this is exactly what it'll look like.
Wow.
A little bit of fresh whipped cream on top, and then I like to call it enough icing sugar like a snowfall on a Colorado day.
I love that. Or a Vancouver Whistler day, where you're from.
Yeah.
Huh? that is awesome. That is beautiful. What is the trick to getting such thick slices?
So we buy a whole brioche loaf, and we cut it into 1 to 1.5 inch slices. And then the real trick when you're making French toast is people don't do this enough. You need to soak the bread in the egg batter.
Okay.
Because it's really egg bread, and you want the egg to penetrate right through the bread. So that's a trick of the trade, I guess you'd say.
A great tip. A great tip. Also, you've got some cocktails. It is brunch after all.
Yeah, we have a great cocktail menu. A lot of hand curated cocktails at Moxies. One of the big things is our mimosas, or you can buy a bottle of champagne, make it a mimosa. We have a lot of non-alc cocktails as well. People aren't always looking to have a boozy brunch.
Sure.
So you can come in and have like the Mianetto is a de-alkalized Prosecco.
Yeah.
You can make your mimosa that way, or we've got about 5 other handcrafted non-alcoholic cocktails for brunch.
Awesome. I'm sold. I'm coming in ASAP. Thank you so much for being here. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. If you want a sneak peek at all of the things that Moxies DC is serving up, follow them on social at Moxies USA.